After 10 seasons at the pressure cooker of Saturday Night Live, Cecily Strong comes well prepared, much loved and properly steeled to her New York stage debut as the solo star in an off-Broadway revival of Jane Wagner's The Search for Signs of Intelligent Life in the Universe. Good thing, too, since jumping into a role so identified with the iconic Lily Tomlin must surely demand a degree of self-confidence to equal the comedy and acting chops required. Tomlin was already a star when she performed the original Broadway production of The Search in 1985, but her acclaimed, Tony-winning turn became an enduring showcase for the actress, a performance captured for a wider audience in a 1991 film adaptation. She even returned to Broadway in a 2000 revival, filling the role so thoroughly inhabited by its original performer. Think Cassie Beck starring in the national touring production of What the Constitution Means to Me, is no doubt challenging, and Strong, while powerless to supplant all memories of Tomlin, has us rooting for her from the get-go. A less elastic and visually eccentric actor than Tomlin, Strong instead grounds her interpretation of the play's oddball and appealing assortment of characters with a straightforward, amiable and nicely detailed comic style. All the more disappointing then that The Search, executive produced by Tomlin and Wagner and opening tonight at the spiffy Hudson Yards venue The Shed, often feels so flat, a casualty of material that once seemed utterly fresh and of the moment but now, despite a few feeble attempts at updating, characters that occupied prime turf in the 80s zeitgeist, second-wave feminists newly daunted by the have-it-all quest, a CBGB-era Patti Smith-esque punk poet, pre-hookup at Times Square sex workers and even an aerobics fanatic, a time-stamped signifier if ever there was one, have long since low. So too has our tour guide Trudy, a homeless New York City woman. She'd once have been called a bag lady, and proudly crazy soul whose body-jumping zaps into other characters form the structure of the play. I got the kind of madness Socrates talked about, she tells us. A divine release of the soul from the yoke of custom and convention. I refuse to be intimidated by reality anymore. After all, what is reality anyway? Nothing but a collective hunch. In my view, it's absurdity dressed up in a three-piece business suit. Well, okay. All praise to Wagner and Strong, and Tomlin, of course, who made Trudy something of a signature role, for humanizing people so often ignored, but after decades in which the population of the unhoused has only grown, along with our understanding of the role mental illness plays in the crisis, the whole. For all its emotional generosity, the character feels about as current as a VHS exercise tape.